We are going to take a look today at Syracuse and their defense. A couple of things before I dive into that. One, this is all mainly a focus on defense. There might be some offensive clips that snuck in, but the focus here is on the Syracuse defense this weekend. Judah Mintz, J.J. Starling, Chris Bell in game one had a lot of good things that happened. There were a lot of good things from Malik Brown as well and different players on the floor. But what I'm going to look at here, just for sake of time, it's Thanksgiving. I'm going to take a look at the defense and areas of concern I saw and things like I'd like to see change. So good news is a lot of these things are fixable, in my opinion. It's not about scoring ability and playmaking ability. It's about positioning and understanding what the heck you're doing. All right, so let's take a look at some of the Syracuse defensive struggles here over the weekend in Maui against Tennessee and Gonzaga. So here you'll see, right? All right, so Connect here kind of slips or ghosts this screen. Benny goes with him, and this kind of leaves Starling on an island. Cuff doesn't know where his man is. He turns his head completely. Malik here needs to be probably further down in the gap to prevent this drive. He's not. Instead, he tries to block the shot, which leads to, and now in a perfect world, right? Malik would come here squared in and focused and tuned in and not in the air, and Benny would probably drop here, but ends up being a nice little layup there. It's tough to guard. Here, Benny gets beat off the bounce. All right, Benny gets beat off the bounce here. This is too easy. Right, this is too. That's incredibly too easy, right? Chris Bell has his head turned to the ball. J.J. Starling doesn't know where the ball is. Cuff needs to be down here deeper. And here we are. Again, it's a foul every time. Just defensive fundamentals, right? Here's Gainey. He drives it, okay? And this is what happened a whole bunch too, all right? So guys are getting beat, just roasted off the bounce, which requires, unless you want to lay up, Malik Brown has to help here. If Malik Brown doesn't help, it's a layup, but he does help. And here's JJ on the backside, okay? In a perfect world, JJ is coming in front of this, but the rotation is slow and he's not there. And this guy has, I think it's Estrella, has position, and that's an offensive rebound. Here we have a terrible shot. That's going to lead to transition. And Syracuse just jogging back. No big deal. It's all good, right? So let's see what should happen. Okay, so in transition D, your two priorities are the rim, because if you just leave the rim, they'll just throw over the top for a layup, and the ball, because obviously the ball scores. And then you kind of match up outside of that. In transition, you do not have a man. All right, I don't care what the scouting report is. I don't care what any of that says. In transition, your job is stopping the other team from scoring, and really in man offense in general. And you'll see here, that's just not the case. Everybody's just looking for their guy. They're jogging. Nobody is sprinting. Maybe Naheem. Benny, now that he knows he's about to give up a layup, is sprinting. So Chris Bell should be at the rim right now. If Chris Bell is at the rim right here, there's no layup at all. Okay, Taylor stops to get the ball. They both jump up, and then gives up. Again, and here's the thing about college basketball, right? Like, if you, this is so bad. But if you give up like 5-on-4 and 4-on-3 situations, you're going to lose. And Syracuse is in ththose scramble 5-on-4, 4-on-3 situations way too much because they're either lazy, slow to rotate, don't know what they're doing, or they take stupid gambles, which you'll see a lot of in these clips. Here you go. Okay, well, there goes two players. Now we're in scramble mode. It's 5-on-3, and best player in the tournament, maybe besides Edey, is open for a jumper. That's a bucket. Can't give those up if you want to win games. All right, here they have the ball. Bell. All right, okay, yeah. So it's 24-24. There's 2 minutes to go. Bad shot by Bell. Rebound. Again, nobody at the rim in transition, right? Nobody at the rim in transition. Like, again, it's a pretty bad situation because it's such a bad shot and Bell fell. But where is there? Bell's down. Where's everybody? Where's everybody else? Where's Benny? Where's Naheem? Where is everybody? Where are they at? Where are they? Oh, here's Naheem. What's Benny doing? Like how are you like? I mean, here's Benny right now. Oh, how are you not in this play at all? How does Naheem McLeod beat you down? Like, that's just the stuff that just... I mean, Chris Bell fell down, okay? Chris Bell fell down. He's 25 feet ahead of you. He fell down. He got up. He's late, but he's more in the play here than you are. Like, how is that possible? That's terrible. That's terrible. Anyway, here we go. Connect, nice little pick and roll. I mean, every team that ran pick and roll stuff just abused Syracuse. Let's take a look at this a little bit closer. All right, so Syracuse is trying to force all these pick and rolls to the sideline. It's not really working very well, but that's what they're doing, okay? So in this situation, if you're going to play that kind of coverage, right, you got to guard this player because they're in the corner. Taylor needs to take away the roll, or either one. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, either JJ takes away the roll and then Taylor plays these two, or Taylor takes the roll and JJ plays these two, right? Right now, neither of them have their ball have their head or their eyes on their man. And they're both out of position. This gives up that pass. Like, see, like this is probably JJ. So if JJ is here already, okay, then this pass doesn't happen. But look, I mean, the play is over. Like, look, I mean, like, there's nothing they can do. Turns into a dunk, right? I don't know why JJ's putting his hands up there. Again, and here I'll say this too. Like, I don't know what they have been instructed to do coverage-wise, but here you go. I don't know what JJ has his hands up for. I don't know. Maybe they know something I don't know. Here we are in transition. I mean, transition was just awful against Tennessee as well. Like, I guess it was a missed shot. So Malik's sprinting getting to the rim. That's awesome. Okay. They throw it ahead. Here's connect. So right now we got what? 1, 2, 3, 4. So we got 4 on 3. 4 on 3. Because these guys are back here doing other stuff, trying to get steals and deflections when they have no business doing so. So now we're 4 on 3. Connect gets in. Malik has to help. Malik probably needs to find his body. But again, here we go. 4 on 3. There's only so many guys to box out. If it's 4 on 3 and there's a shot, right? Bell's outside of the play. Judah's outside of the play. If it's 4 on 3 and there's a shot, guess who's going to get the rebound? The 4 guys. And you'll see that time and time again here. Here's an example. Here's the Orange on offense. I like this little set right here. Good offense. And this is also what happened a lot. Oh, we scored. Congratulations for us. And they just throw it up ahead. We're not back in transition. And there you go. Like, these are the little things that cannot happen, that happen way too much. This happened a lot against Tennessee. That Syracuse would score, then they give up a transition, then you have to foul, and there goes all your momentum because the team's on the line. Here you are, Syracuse on defense again, put some pressure. I don't know. I mean, I know Vescovi's good, right? And this is a lot of ground for Bell to cover, right? So you see here, Bell comes off, come all the way around, right? Maybe Malik steps in here a little bit to slow that down, right? Or at least not allow a straight line drive. But it's a straight line. Now it's over. It's already over, right? Like, I know Bell is ahead of him physically, but hip to hip, this thing is over. And you'll see here, there's no, like, Cuff has to go with his man here. Right now, Malik should be up. But, again, it's too late because you can't give up straight line drives. Now we're playing zone. Ball goes in the middle. Vescovi, I mean, just... So here's discipline, right? So Benny, instead of moving his feet and getting his shoulder squared up with the ball, tries to make a steal or something. Like, I don't know what that, this is not, he should be wide, hands out, solid base, moving his feet. Taylor's going to come down here and take this. But instead, he goes for this play right here, smacks at the ball, that's a foul, and gives up an easy layup. So that's what I'm saying. Like, guys, when I say little things, those are the little things that this team is doing defensively that you can't just wake up and play man. Like, they don't have this foundation. All right, here we go. Some more zone. just artwork by Tennessee there, right? Like, ball goes middle. All right, Syracuse does a decent job here. Judah gets blown by on the closeout. Now it's trouble time, right? Ball's in the paint. Ball gets kicked out. Too late. Bucket. James for 3. Air ball by Taylor. Here comes Tennessee. Not even running that hard, but like again, like this, like guys, it's a 7-point game with 4.5 to go, and this is the defensive transition. Like the defensive transition was bad. Like this should not happen in a close game where it matters. More free throws are up by 7 again. Here comes Ziegler and just yeah. I mean, so what should happen here, right? Bell has to take this guy right here. Probably need more of a drop from Naheem. Quadier needs to be right here to take this pass over the top, but Quadier sticks on his man. That's a tough play, but hip to hip. And just, yeah, I mean, it's a clinic at this point. And again, it's a 5-point game with 3 to go. Syracuse is right there. If this team could play any type of defense at all, or would have played any defense at all in this game, here we are. Naheem is just overcommitted to Vescovi. Maybe a little more help from Copeland. And here's what's hard about this. Since the pick and roll D is so bad, what's tough is if you are Chris Bell, do you get in front here or do you take this? I say maybe you get in front here, but that's still like Naheem has no idea where his man. He turns his whole body around. Let's watch that in full speed one more time. He turns his whole body around. Like there's no getting back to that. Connect goes in the post. And I just put that one in here because I'm like, this does not seem like like Malik, is this the closeout? So like I'm saying, like little things. It's like just like little things. And Gonzaga just did work. They went to Ike early. Nothing there. Goes back to him. Like Naheem just doesn't have the foot speed to guard these guys. Bell misses an early 3. Ike with the board. They're going to throw it ahead because nobody's back somehow. No. And in close college basketball games, which this one was a single-digit game late in the second half, you can't give up just free, easy buckets for no reason. And this is a prime example. Like it's not even like we're like why. So here's Taylor, okay, and Taylor's going to be the one closest to the ball. How? Like why is Naheem up here? He should be at the rim. Starling should be at the rim. Like he's not even guarding anybody. His man's not, like there's just no. It makes no sense. That makes no sense to me. They go into Ike again, and just no answer. Maybe a walk, but nice little move. Like he's going to struggle against these guys. Here's the zone inbounds. Okay, we're in the zone, and just. All right, so we're in the zone. I don't know, again, why is Chris Bell all the way up here. I know they play high in the zone, but this is Judah's matchup right now. There's no reason to be up that high. Malik, maybe a step here, should be covering both these guys, but I don't know why Bell's up so high. And that gives up that easy play right there. More drop coverage into layups. It's just so – they're trying to ice the screen and push it to the sideline. Sorry. Oh, my bad. Wrong play. You already saw this one. You guys get the point. All right, so they're trying to ice to the sideline. Like if you're gonna make teams go sideline, you have to make them go sideline, right? Like Malik doesn't do any. Like Malik, you have to be in front. Malik has to be in front right there. Like you have to make him get rid of the ball, and then it turns into a layup. A lot of Red shrugging his shoulders. Judah gets caught in the air, turns it over. Takes a silly gamble on top. Now, what is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on 4. Oh, Judah takes another risk and gets beat. JJ has to help. Okay, this is called dominoes. Okay, this is called dominoes. Let's talk about everything that happens here. Okay, let's talk about this one. Okay, so Judah does not get the steal here. Okay, Judah does not get the steal here. What happens? Now JJ has to take the ball, which forces Justin to have these two guys on the backside. JJ is trying to get back to his man. Kick out comes out. Both guys have to come out on this shooter. It's a miss. Long rebound. Because we don't know where we are. Okay, brings back out. We're still kind of scrambling. Judah gets beat again off the bounce. Layup. So all this started after that 5-on-4 gamble that didn't happen. And this this is bad. Come on. That's just too easy. It's just too easy. It's too easy. Way too easy. More pick and roll situations. Just getting beat like a drum on the bounce. Everybody's just going by everybody in the bounce. And the problem is that the rotation, when you force your team to be in rotation all the time because you're constantly being beat, this is what happens. Again, got to close out because you got deep, gets beat. As soon as it's hip to hip like that, you're beat. Nobody steps in front. And again, maybe Chris Bell can get down, but how is Chris Bell supposed to get in front of this and cover this? If you get beaten that badly off the bounce, your whole offense is in trouble. And it happened over and over again, especially against Gonzaga. All right, we're in the second now. Still only down by 12. Just, again, this is like a broken record at this point, right? But Naheem gets beat here. Naheem has to make this guy give the ball up. Because you got help here, right? You got Chris Bell right here. He needs to get in front. What happens is shot goes up, and you got Ike versus Bell. That's going to be an Ike win every time, or Ike, whatever his last name is. Now we're in zone, down by 8, and then Gonzaga runs the play. Every team in the country runs against zone, and they get a layup out of it. It's a good set. So they go ball screen on top. The play intentionally engages this top guard to cause this rotation and make this guy come up. So it's all dominoes again, right? Here's your ball screen. You use it. You make this guy come up, which makes this guy come up. Syracuse does a pretty good job here. This guy erases him, and now Taylor has to choose, do I take this or this? And as you can see here, it's just an easy bucket for Gonzaga. Another ball screen. All right, missed shot. Copeland lets his man get to the rim. Tries to box him, but if you watch Copeland here, right, here's Cope. Kind of in help. Oh, there he goes. He finds him. It's just too late. He gets in there, of course, grabs it. Maybe Bell makes a little more effort to go get that thing. Kicks it out. And here we are in domino situation. Bang, right? 7-point game. Now it's 11. 6-point game. 9 to go. Judah's out here way too far. Gets beat. Layup, right? I feel like the guards are trying to pressure the ball, which is a good thing. But if you're going to be that far out, you can't get beat. You got to keep it in front, right? You see out here, he's out there pressuring ball, good. But then he gets beat. And then, it's an 8-point game. Judah with a ridiculous finish here. That's sick. But how does Syracuse respond? Here comes Gonzaga running down the floor. Okie doke. And this is what I mean when I say when you're in transition, you don't have a man. They win the loose ball, kick out, 3-ball, boom. Okay? This is what I mean when in transition, you don't have a man. Okay? Judah just scored. All right? Ideally, somebody slows the ball down. Maybe Malik slows the ball down. I think this is Cope. Copeland's down here to cover this. Bell should be deeper because here's his man. And they do a great job. I mean, great job by Ike sealing here. I'm not sure if that's legal, but great job there. I think it's Nembhard does a great job of crossing the ball in transition. But you can't give those buckets up, and you can't give these offensive rebounds up when it's a 6-point game. And then it's a 3-ball. Bang. Happened multiple times. Like a 6-8-point game, Syracuse just couldn't get it under that. And Gonzaga would do what winning teams do and make big plays. 9-point game. Got to miss the shot clock, I believe. Judah, another risk they don't need to take. And again, transition D. All right, transition D. So here we go. You see JJ pointing. Maybe JJ should just go out there himself. So you see the miss. Copeland falls down. We're 5-on-4. Does a great job getting back, most part, right? Okay. So JJ is pointing. JJ should probably just go here, right? What should happen? Well, first off, what should happen is Judah should not make this gamble right here, okay? Because now it's 5-on-4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 versus 4. I guess maybe Malik could have taken this and JJ come up here. Copeland's going back to his man, which is going to overload that side because now everybody's going on this side. You got to miss or you got to made 3. And now, again, we go from a 9-point game with 8 minutes to go. Miss 3. Buckets. Bang. That was the dagger probably. Here we go. I don't. Okay. Let's look at it. So I don't know what Syracuse expects. First off, I don't know why Judah just doesn't throw it to Copeland right here. Like, just throw it to Copeland. Like, why are we making this pass? Just throw it to Copeland over the that's rough. And here we go. 10-point game to a 12-point game. Bell gives up a bounce, which leads to an offensive rebound, which leads to a kick out. They bring it out here. They're going to run some offense. But Judah goes out too far, gets beat again, and we have to put guys on the foul line. Judah gets beat again, going for a steal. And, yeah, so with the guards up top, like it was the same thing with the zone last year. Silly gamble, silly risks. Nope, doesn't get it. He's beat. And it's like a lot of 5-on-4, right? So there's your defense, the Syracuse defense in the Gonzaga-Tennessee matchups. A lot of things that they can get better at, but I do think those are things that can be drilled and worked on. Can you fix them, halfway or a quarter of the way into the season? I don't know, but it's very evident what Syracuse needs to do on the defensive side of the ball. That's it for me for the day. I apologize for the negativity. Not always is negative, but this defense has to get better if Syracuse wants to compete, if Adrian Autry wants to put a defensive stamp on this program like he says he does, and if this team wants to play man-to-man the right way. That's it for me. Keep the faith. I'll see you guys next time.